So in this episode, I just wanted to talk about a few updates on different things, how the Fundit campaign's going on, how the most recent album is getting on, and how my hay fever is getting on because I'm about to sneeze. So yeah, I get hay fever every year. I hate it. It's some dust, but it's kind of funny. It's like the lamest kind of thing to ever get, but I don't get sick otherwise. In general, I don't get sick much, often at all. I'm I'm tough. So and I'm too stubborn for flus, and I don't have time for that shit. So yeah. So yeah. The Funded project is going really, really well. At the moment, we're on like 3,700, I think it is. So, and I have about 19 days left as well. So, thank you everyone that has been tuning into that. It's really, really driving this project forward. So, thank you everyone that has been supporting it. Like I say to most people, it makes a massive difference, you know. So, thank you everyone. Yeah, I've been just flat out, just going over different things. There's the most recent recording session, Urban World, went really well, and it's a different side, like I said, to my playing. It's a lot more polite jazz than my usual kind of stuff. A lot more friendlier, a lot more easy listening, and just overall a sweeter kind of album. So I'm not sure if I'll use every track that we recorded. Some I was just thinking they're maybe a bit too sweet. Not even too sweet. They just weren't working, I think. But every other track is delicious, lovely, really, really nice stuff. So it was an interesting session, but very nice and very enjoyable. So hopefully do some more like that again. Remixing Prim and Primal a bit as well. We're going to just do a little bit to it and just remaster it a little bit as well. So a few bits and bobs too. I have vinyls coming soon as well. Once we finish that final mastering, we were listening back to it again and we're like, yeah, we could make this even better, you know. So we're going to do that, and then the CDs, once that's done, the CDs will be released and the vinyls will be pressed. I enjoy doing these podcasts as well. It's like a quick kind of like figure myself out again, see where I am. But basically, like anyone that wants to do Fundit, yeah, just do the work. That's one of the main things. There's quite a lot of work in it. You're constantly messaging people and replying to people as well. Both of them take significant time, and you really want to show your appreciation instead of kind of like thanks and being like a useless robot. You have to kind of really show people that they are helping you and you're grateful for that, and because that's the reality. So it's just trying to keep your energy good each day. I find trying to keep your energy uplifted and just being aware of your energy, and you know, just being professional about things. So it's been definitely worth it. It's been a great experience and I've learned a lot from it. So any musicians or anyone that does a Funded campaign, yeah, just do the work. Mine is a 35-day campaign, and I have 19 days left. So I've raised, like I said, 3,700 in that amount of time. Yeah, it's been worth it. It's been definitely worth it. And you'd be surprised about like the the different kinds of people that would support you. Like in my case, like people that aren't even into jazz have supported me because they see I'm really into it, really passionate about it, and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, it does inspire people as well. Like, it's like a lot of things. Like, you know, people aren't into certain sports, but they watch it because it gives them a drive or whatever. And it gives them motivation for their own goals. So, yeah, it's cool the way it translates like that. People like to be uplifted, they like to be energized, and they like to be reminded that it's a great feeling to be passionate about something or see some other people passionate about something and going for it, you know. And everyone has a passion for something, you know. Most people do, like, and it might be something small, like, you know, but I don't know where I'm going with this. I just kind of got lost in a rabbit hole of passion. Yeah, that's funny. So otherwise, yeah, Urban World sounds great. Looking forward to when that'll be released. Not sure yet, and I'm going to be hopefully doing some touring as well come September, and working with different management teams from Europe. So that's awesome as well. So loads of good things coming, and I've just had great times so far. Like, I've played with awesome Irish musicians that I'm lucky that would play with me because they're so awesome. And yeah, it's been great. It's been great. I've been very much evolving over the past couple of years. Like, my playing has been changing constantly being aware of different things. I was interested. I was watching the movie Lords of the Dogtown yesterday. I think it was yesterday. And for anyone that's ever that hasn't seen that, it's about like some of the first skaters in the 70s. Jay Adams, Stacy Peralta, and Tony Alva are the three guys in it, like real old school skaters, like, you know. And they all have different personalities. Let's say, like, I just thought it was awesome because it was kind of how I could see things for myself in ways. It was like, my favourite out of the three of them is Jay Adams. He's my favourite skater out of the three. I just think I kind of connect with him a little more. But it was interesting to see the outcomes of each of their lives. Like, Jay Adams was more about innovation, changing the game up, being badass, bold, risky. And he didn't really give a fuck about, like, the system or the tournaments in the same way as the other guys. The other guys were safer. They were cleaner skaters. They kind of played the game, you know, whereas he was like the rebel and stuff like that. And then, like, he just didn't, like, he did great, like, as in, like, he got a lot of recognition and he's known as one of the best, like, innovators in skating, you know. But, like, as in career wise, like, he could have done a lot better. But I guess, like, he just had his own things going on, and that kind of clicked with me as well. As like, okay, it's nice to play the game as well a little bit. It's just trying to not, you know, like in Stacey Petrola's case, like at one stage he's dressed like he's the very clean skater. He does everything right, and, you know, just plays the game well and stays polite. And like at one stage he's dressed like a Ferrari. Like, he looks, he's all dressed up like, and the company has him dressed up like this, and it's kind of a little bit like, God, you know, not sell out, but a little bit sellouty. And then then Tony Alva is like the egomaniac, like, and he just wants the party, he wants all the women, he wants all the money, he just wants the fame and all that kind of stuff. And I thought it was really interesting, his side of things then as well. And, you know, and he has that drive just to make it. And it was just interesting seeing the three of them. And I was like, if I could combine the three of their mindsets or lifestyles into one, I could do pretty well in the jazz world, you know. So it's trying to, like, there's levels of the ego as well. And, you know, for example, like, I was thinking about the sweet music I was doing. I was like, okay, I wouldn't be able to do it all the time. I would get fed up with it. But now and again, it would be nice, I guess, you know. Um, and like, it probably would be the same with the badass jazz as well. If I was doing that like every week, maybe I'd get fed up with that as well. Who knows? Maybe I just love it. It depends. It's hard to know because I haven't been gigging it consistently in a long time. But I'm thinking like if I was playing like intense free jazz like 3 nights a week, I'd probably get fed up with that as well. I don't know if I would. I probably wouldn't. Who knows? It's just because I haven't done it. Um, and I find like the set would change up, you know. I would change things up. You know, one night it could be quite intense. The next night, do a sweet version again. You know, and keep mixing it up and suiting the different kind of audiences that I would be playing. Like, let's say if it was an older audience, I wouldn't be going mad. Like, I'd try and play a little more polite, I guess. Or if it was a load of kind of moshers, that's when we do some mad shit, you know what I mean? So I love that about free jazz, how you can really adapt and change the set per audience, you know. That's the beauty of this music, you know. People don't know what they're in for, but you can really decide what you're going to give them. It's epic. I love that about free jazz. Like before this lockdown, all this, I had like the trio, in a local bar, like, and it was really good, like, and it was funny how like the trio kind of kicked off because my idea originally was to do quartet stuff in this local bar, but the bar couldn't afford a quartet, so I was like, okay, we'll just do a trio instead. And I hadn't really done trio stuff, just for whatever reason, I don't know why, and it ended up like really shaping like a good few of my albums, you know, just because of lack of funds from a bar. You know what I mean? Like, that's fucking deadly. It shaped like my music, and I prefer trios in general. Gives me loads of room to play and evolve. So it's just funny. It's funny how it all works and how different things shape your lineups and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. So yeah, I do look, and I remember actually like playing those gigs, and they were really nice. They were very loungy because it was more a lounge setting, but they were really sweet. You know, they're really a good sweet. And like Urban World, a good sweet. You know, and just really beautiful. And you know, it's just I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just kind of talking. It's just nice. I just love that about free jazz. You can just change every night. You can do something different every night, and it's all good either way, you know. Because people are like, oh yeah, they're just making up as you go along. Like for instance, sometimes there was like like a group of lads would come in, so the music wouldn't be it wouldn't be like, you know, of like we would change the music depending on different crowds that would be coming in, you know, and I just love that. I think that's so cool. It's a pure adaptability kind of skill, like, and it does really shape your awareness in your playing and just your social awareness as well. It's fun, so yeah, enjoyable stuff. In the meantime, I guess I've been working on a lot of my pop stuff as well. So, which I will release, hopefully, I don't know when, but I have a lot of pop music there, and it'd be lovely to get it really out there eventually. So at the moment, I'm just refining it, tidying up things on my computer and all that kind of stuff. So in time, you're going to hear a lot of my pop stuff, and it isn't anything like my jazz stuff. You know, it's quite a lot of 80s influence. You can dance to this stuff. you can really vibe with it in a different kind of way, in a pop kind of way. Lyrics are good, like catchy melodies, catchy tunes. So I'm looking forward to that side of me playing as well. That side of my musicality, releasing pop stuff. I might try and get a 6-pack, and like maybe work a little more on my body, get that pop look. you know. So we'll see. Good times ahead, and I find it's just learn to keep balanced with the progress and stay in the progress and not get lazy. Constantly keep moving and keep growing. So yeah, to that, which I will. And thank you everyone that's been supporting everything. It's been awesome. If you haven't supported the Fundit campaign, please do. It'll be in the link here. And otherwise, I think that's enough for me. And appreciate your time again. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Peace out.